Hanging around after last orders, still so far from home.
Hi Scorpio, welcome to your February 2025 horoscope. You'll be happy to know that I am giving away a free reading. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is leave a comment down below about your hopes and dreams for 2025. The giveaway is open until February 14th, and I will announce the winner on an upcoming video, as well as posting it on the community tab in my channel. Now, let's have a chat about February. You'll be happy to know that it's a short month. There's not many transits, but the ones that are happening are wonderful. We have Mars and Jupiter going direct, and we have some wonderful conjunctions as well. And actually, we start off with that wonderful conjunction. On February 1st, we have Venus conjuncting the North Node and Neptune. For you, Scorpio, this is happening in your 5th house. This is such a beautiful energy to kick off the month with, and especially because it's in your 5th house, Scorpio, you might find this unprecedented level of self-expression that you're able to reach, an unprecedented level of love and compassion for yourself, and specifically for your inner child. Being able to understand and appreciate that part of you and unapologetically express it in everything that you do. And this will probably also bring a lot more fun and enjoyment and pleasure in your day-to-day life. And even though I mentioned February 1st for that conjunction, I do think the effect will last about a week. We have Neptune conjuncting the North Node exactly on February 6th. So I do think from the 1st to the 6th, you will probably feel this wonderful energy. Then on February 4th, we have Jupiter going direct in your 8th house, as well as Venus entering Aries or your 6th house. Let's talk about Jupiter first, and Jupiter going direct in your 8th house. If you have found it difficult to express this vulnerable part of you, to connect to your partner in an intimate way, now when Jupiter goes direct, you might find that part of your life flowing a lot more. You might be getting opportunities, a lot more of them, where you can express what's on your mind. You can show the vulnerable side of you. And on this day, we also have Venus entering Aries, or your 6th house. And even though Venus doesn't really like being in the sign of Aries, Venus in your 6th house might show you a lot more energy, focus, a lot more love and appreciation directed from your end towards your health and routine. I really see this as you wanting to buy like a new workout outfit, you making sure that you buy the most beautiful veggies and fruits to incorporate into your diet. You just sort of romanticizing and enjoying, maybe even bringing elements of art and culture into your day-to-day routine as well. This is the sign, this is the house where Venus will go retrograde in March. So just be on the lookout, be mindful, notice the themes that are coming up, the events that are coming up once Venus enters Aries. You might find that these are the same themes, the same events, the same thoughts, feelings that are up for reconsideration when Venus goes retrograde. On February 9th, we have a trine between Mars and Saturn, which is highlighting your 9th and 5th house. With Mars in your 9th house, you may have felt some frustration, some stop and go actions, things getting canceled, such as maybe courses you were planning to take, they're being delayed. Maybe the travel you were planning had to be rebooked or rescheduled. Maybe you've even been feeling feelings of not being able to adjust, update your belief system. There's maybe been feelings of being stuck there. And what we see with this trine is kind of interesting is that these frustrating feelings, things being canceled, is somehow supporting you. It's supporting you and making more clear to you what it is that brings you joy into your life, by making it more clear to you as to what are the activities that bring you fun, that light up your inner child, the activities that you want to make sure you incorporate into your day-to-day life. Then on February 12th, we have a full moon in Leo in your 10th house. During this full moon, we also have the full moon squaring Uranus in your 7th house. And because these are angular houses for you, Scorpio, this full moon could be very important for you. You might see very actual external events happening. And because we have that square with Uranus, I want you to just be careful in terms of acting irrationally, acting suddenly, acting without thinking, especially if they are things that you might regret later when the emotions have passed. This full moon is in your 10th house. Therefore, you might be reaping what you sowed when it comes to your career. Whether positive, if you've been acting out of alignment and good intentions, but it could also be reaping something more challenging if you have been acting misaligned in that area of your life. All of that being said, I will post a dedicated full moon video closer to this full moon. We're going to go into a lot more details, so make sure you subscribe so that you catch that video when it comes out. Then on February 18th, we have the Sun entering Pisces, or your 5th house. If you haven't felt that already with the Venus and Neptune conjunction, you are definitely going to be feeling it now. And what I'm talking about is this sort of excitement and compassion for pleasureful activities, for activities that bring you fun, that bring you joy, activities that light up your inner child. And you might specifically find that if you don't feel energized, if you don't feel excited to get out of bed, these are the activities, these are the things you should make sure you are incorporating in order to give you that boost of energy and excitement. Then we get to February 24th, and on this day, Mars goes direct. We've talked a little bit about Mars in your 9th house, about the fact that you may have been experiencing travel plans getting canceled, maybe courses you've been signing up for getting delayed with starting. And you might have also felt like your belief systems have been stuck, or you haven't been able to adjust. You haven't been able to change your mind and tweak. You haven't been able to express those. You maybe even haven't been able to make up your mind on what it is that you believe, whether it's a political party or something else. Now, with Mars going direct, all of that should feel a lot more smoother, a lot more gentler. You might find that your travel plans are now going through, the educational programs are starting. You might find that it's a lot easier for you to form opinions for yourself as well. And we close off the month on February 28th with a new moon in Pisces in your 5th house. So this 5th house is getting highlighted a lot, Scorpio, and this new moon is no exception. We have a lot of activity in your 5th house during the full moon. We obviously have the sun and the moon, but we also have Saturn, Neptune, and the North Node all there in your 5th house. So there is definitely this feeling, this new energy, this inspired new start of taking care of your inner child, this inspired new beginning of you bringing more pleasure and enjoyment into your life, maybe doing some dating. This could be a new exciting dating opportunity. And the 5th house also represents children. If that's something that's on your agenda, on your to-do list, this could represent a new start in that area as well. One thing to note is that this new moon is squaring Jupiter in your 8th house. So be very, very careful with all of these pleasurable activities, with all of this enjoyment that you're bringing into your life. Be very careful not to trust or be intimate or be vulnerable with people that you don't know yet, people that you haven't learned to trust yet. Be very careful not to overdo that, revealing too much of yourself, revealing vulnerable parts of yourself to people that maybe haven't earned that trust yet. All of that being said, just like with the full moon, I'm going to post a dedicated new moon horoscope video closer to the 28th of February. Make sure you subscribe so that you can catch that video when it comes out. So Scorpio, that is your horoscope for February 2025. It's short, but it's sweet. And we definitely talked about your 5th house, taking care of your inner child, doing things that bring you joy and happiness. That's very important for you in February. And we, of course, talked about vulnerability and intimacy, and your travel, education that you're following, and forming opinions or beliefs for yourself. So these are just a couple of areas that might be front and center for you in February. I hope you enjoy the month, Scorpio. Don't forget to join the giveaway by leaving your comment down below. And I hope to see you again soon.